Most people lose control before they even speak, and they don't even realize it. The moment they walk into a room, they're already reacting, adjusting, giving signals, explaining themselves without saying a word. Watch this carefully. Someone asks you a simple question, nothing aggressive, nothing complicated, and almost instantly, you respond. You explain, you justify, you fill the silence before it even exists. And in that moment, you've already given something away, not information, control. You think you're being cooperative, but you're actually becoming predictable. Now watch what happens when that pattern breaks. They ask again, same question, same moment, but this time, you don't answer immediately. You let it sit, just a few seconds. Something shifts. The air tightens slightly. They lean forward. They start adding context. They begin explaining their own question. They try to guide your response, not because you forced them, but because you didn't respond. That's the first anchor. Not what you say, but what you choose not to give. Now step back. Before any conversation begins, before any words are exchanged, look at how people enter a space. Most walk in and adjust. They look for cues, they match the environment, they adapt, and adaptation is submission to what already exists. But some people don't adapt. They position. They choose where they stand, what they face, what's behind them. They decide how they will be seen before anyone else decides for them. And without saying anything, they become the reference point. The room doesn't define them. They define how the room feels. That's the second anchor. Space is never neutral. It quietly decides who gets taken seriously. Now reactions. Watch closely. Someone says something and instantly you smile, nod, agree. Not because you want to, but because your body wants comfort. It wants the moment to stay smooth. Now remove that. Same moment, no reaction, no smile, no nod, just stillness, held 1 second longer. That 1 second creates tension, and the other person starts working, talking more, explaining more, trying to read you. Not because you said something powerful, but because you didn't react predictably. That's the third anchor. Restraint. Now silence. This is where control is either lost or taken. Someone asks something and there's a gap. Most people rush to fill it. They speak too fast. They over-explain. They try to escape the pressure they feel. Because silence feels like pressure. But that pressure is where control exists. If you let it sit 3 seconds, 5 seconds, something shifts. They start second-guessing, adding more, revealing more than they planned. You didn't push them. The silence did. That's the fourth anchor. And if you're starting to notice this in real life, you're already ahead of most people. Most people go through entire conversations without seeing any of this. Now distance. Small shifts, almost invisible. You move slightly closer, they adjust. You lean back, they follow. You change your angle, and they start adjusting too. These tiny movements reveal everything. Who's leading, who's adapting, who's trying to maintain comfort. And once you see that, you don't force anything. You just hold position, and they continue adjusting around you. Now the final part, the ending. Most people rush it, break eye contact, move on, and nothing sticks. The moment disappears. But when you slow it down, a small nod, A pause, eye contact held just a moment longer. You anchor the moment. You make it stay. You make it register. And when you leave, you don't rush that either, because the last moment is what stays active in their mind. Here's the truth. None of this works if you're faking it. People sense that instantly. They sense when you're trying to perform control instead of actually having it. These anchors don't create power, they expose it. If you're calm, comfortable with silence, not desperate to be understood, this amplifies everything. If you're not, it shows. That's the shift. You stop trying to influence people with words and start doing it before the conversation even begins. Once you see this, you can't unsee it. And next time you walk into a room, you'll notice exactly who already has control before they say a word. If you want more of this, you know where to find it.